Hi beautifuls, welcome to YILDIZ Readings 5D. For those of you that don't know, I'm a psychic medium. I cover astrology and everything else I cover is above on the screen. Now, we don't like long intros, so my contacts are directly below, and how to book, what, where, why, how has been all left to the end. Those of you who have clicked the link, I do automate posts to keep you in the loop as when I'm coming live and where I'm going to be. So without further ado, let's get into the update and the real reason you're here. Enjoy. Grab a cuppa, sit back and relax. Love to hear your feedback. Leo, what is going on? Okay, we have pulled your cards and we're going to get straight into it. Now, you seem to be faced with a very difficult situation. I feel there's something very personal going on in your life as well as love, and it is one of those transits at the moment and your cards are showing it, okay? So we're going to get into it and try and find some solutions for you as well as work through the nuts and bolts of this situation. Now, I feel as though there is a situation where you really want to, I'm hearing the term eating humble pie. And that can be for you or the other person, but it feels like there's a situation that hasn't wrapped up in your life and something's coming to a head. And it feels like this juggling polarity and having to really, you don't feel protected. I'll just say it point blank, sorry. You're not feeling safe. You're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to, be everything to everyone, but there's a situation that needs healing and you've really been taking your time with it. You're like, okay, I'm really going to walk into this. I'm going to give it the time of day. But there seems to be a cycles, I would say, around you at the minute that are coming to a head as well. And so it is creating a little bit of instability. You don't want to mess up. You don't want to maybe reach out to this individual, but there's things going on in your life, and it might have been in the past. This is, like I said, one of those months where for your zodiac sign you have the 1st and the 7th house placement. So what it's teaching you inside of your own energy, I have been through that same transit myself, so it's beautiful. It probably doesn't feel like it at the moment. It shows you that you have more power than you think. And at the time, we don't tend to feel it. And we do feel we're going to be things for people. We may, also hold guilt if we need something of another person. But it reshapes us completely and it shows us such a higher octane to be able to achieve and manifest these things in. I do feel you're faced with a situation at the moment where you're trying to do the right thing. This can be by everything in your life. You do have, because the full moon is occurring in your 7th house, it is to do with relationships. And so you can have this fear that, oh my gosh, everything's falling down, penny little. There can be other things relating to your money, your contracts, going on, and everything's coming at you. So it's sort of like, oh my gosh, what do I do now? How do I deal with this? Let's breathe. Your crowning energy. It's almost like, I need to do something. There's certain things you're shifting around in your life. And, adjustments really not fun. Is this job working for me? Is it not? Is this routine working for me? Is it not? And it's almost like no decision's a decision. But at the same time, universe is almost putting this real hard pressure on you at the moment. So it feels like a water balloon ready to pop. But you know that some things are coming at you. And it's almost like it's showing you something. It's showing you the opposite side of the coin so you can tackle the situation differently. But it is going to turn out better as we go forward. It's just at the moment you're feeling under pressure. I do feel there could be, for some of you, it's almost like, you had this optimism. You're like, okay, I'm trying to be optimistic here. And it's almost like I feel with this romantic interest, I don't feel they know. I feel they may suspect to a degree you have things going on, but unless they've walked a mile in your shoes, which for some of them, yes, they have, but there's almost this notion that this person is unaware. Maybe they're doing things separately. They don't have the same dramas as what you do. And, that can be the frustration. I'm trying to get this situation to heal. It's going to take two to tango. How do I bring this ship full circle? Can I express what I need? Is it going to affect the dynamic moving forward? And again, for some of you, there can be an innocent energy involved. Or it may be merely that, you've learned a lot. You've come a long way. You've really changed and you're not that old version of yourself. But some of you, it could be a child in the situation. It might be a brand new beginning. You started, but you know, you're tying over all those old leaves and you're trying to pick them up and cast them out, and it's just a lot to tackle at the minute. And I feel this person doesn't know. I feel you're being strict with yourself. It's like, no, you know, it's going to be okay. It's going to get better. Maybe I don't express how I'm feeling. Maybe, you know, got to hold on. Got to hold on. And I don't know why I'm hearing the Rihanna song, Man Down. It's like you sort of don't want to say anything, but at the same time, it's almost like you're darned if you do and darned if you don't. But there is something to do with both work and career, and this has been a main theme, and I think it's because we are moving into the energy of the full moon in Aquarius. So many of you can feel quite intense, having too much to do, not enough hands. And when it comes to love, it's almost like this freak out that is everything going to be okay? It's going to be brand new. So however this is playing out so far, it's almost like you're trying to hold it in, you're trying to hold it together. I'm going to pull a chakra card because this tension point, really juggling, like I said, you know, it feels like a water balloon ready to pop. It can be an emotional outburst. You know, and I don't feel you want to do that. I feel you're trying to do the best you can to hold this, but I'm almost hearing to open your heart, to open up and express this from a loving way. You guys are Leo. You are both the heart and the third eye. You know, you're the intuition, but you're the place in which manifestation occurs. You're the sun. So move into that heart-centered energy, and I feel if you do share this information, I feel this person's going to understand. For some of you, you're hoping that they will have the empathy and help you. Some of you could be really trying to ask your guides to assist you with this situation. And it's funny because that of what's coming through psychically is almost like, even though there may be situations playing out in this scenario inside the connection, it's not the bugbear at the minute. Sounds strange, right? There's other things going on, and you got, look, I've got 99 problems, you know, I've got to talk about this, and I've got this and that going on. I think this is where the communication's coming from. This is where it's going to move, but you're really having to make a major decision, and I don't feel it's head and heart. I feel it's a 3D circumstance where you had hoped it would resolve. You maybe were building some things, maybe you were doing some things, but things are very quickly coming to a head, probably sooner than you anticipated. And in your mind, you can feel that, you know, oh my gosh, am I cursed? You know, why is this all coming at me right now? But it is there for your divine protection. So it's happening for you, so to speak. That's what my guides are showing. This is going to give you the freedom. So it may be where you felt you were stuck, a solution's going to come. And I do feel almost a conversation piece happening with an individual. And I don't feel they're going to react badly. So whatever this is, whatever this conversation is that you're needing to have, I don't think they're going to react the way you thought, but it's going to give you food for thought. Yeah, it's something to do with your foundation. Some of you, this can be, look, you got things moving, you got things changing, you know, and it's like you're needing help, but there's a tying out of this. Some of it, yes, and I would say 99% you can actually achieve. But it's, how do I put it? I feel that whatever the delay tactic was, it was on both sides. There were personal things happening in both parties' lives. And sometimes when this blockage happens and things aren't moving, it's because each of us individually is required to look at whatever it is we're dealing with, so that we can come to terms with it, shift it about within our control and our power, and then things do come together quite conducively. I feel there has been this delay, and now it's almost like the universe is giving you the resume going, right, this is what we need to do. This is what needs to be shifted about. Because whatever you had manifested, the reason these things are happening is for that manifestation. Sounds strange, right? That's why I said, you know, I stopped manifesting because it's like, I'll just let universe bring it to me. Because it can look messy before it looks pretty. But I do feel ultimately you're basing something on, look, I've got to do the right thing here. I need to make healthy choices. I need to protect myself. And I do feel there's an element of protection. Now, you know, with the smudge ceremony, I would say get grounded. I would say very much, you know, use protective crystals, but also, you can put out to universe the highest octane of what you're wanting without potentially the map. If you have the map in your mind, it does directly mean that these choices need to be made. But if you don't and there are doors blocked, ask universe for solutions. Universe is going to give you those solutions, because I do feel it's going to happen boom, boom, boom. I feel it's almost within 2-3 weeks. This is going to free you from a circumstance, and it is going to bring everything full cycle. And it's interesting because we have the cycle here. So this is with your love. This is with your career. This is with maybe even your accommodation, but it's like boom, boom, boom. And I'm seeing it moving, and everything is reshuffled into the location that you're wanting. I do feel if you do have the control, and you know, your angst is they're going to be give and take. Well, you're going to have honesty to do with that. And I feel it's by being open and stating to universe of what you want, also towards this person. If they're none the wiser and you guys are in communication, really being authentic and coming from, again, a place of heart. Be it you've got to be a blubbering mess, or you've got to be, you know, cool and collected. Whatever that demeanor is that's coming through, just bring it from a place of authenticity. And I feel it's more than likely going to turn out a heck of a lot better than you thought. I'm seeing 3 people, and I don't know why I'm saying 3 people. Yeah, it's like share. Share, because this is where it's actually bridging the gap. Share that of what you're feeling and faring. This can be with friends and loved ones, but I also feel it is with this romantic interest. Yeah, turn over that new leaf. Yes, I've been there, and it's almost like you're sitting there going, why do I have to make the contact? And it's like, you can or you can't. It's up to you. But it's like when this opportunity presents itself, the way the cards are showing to me at the moment, yeah, you've got an old situation going out. You know, this is something to do with room for the new. So out with the old, in with the new, out with the old, in with the new. And it is to do with give and take, balance and clarity. And it can be a contract as well. Okay, how is this romantic partner going to relate to you? I think they're quite taken back. I don't think it's a bad thing. They do know that you have some situations going on. I feel some of them are watching you. So A, they do feel that you're not happy with the situation that's playing out at the moment. B, they do know that you've been juggling quite a bit to get things done. They also know that they haven't really potentially stepped up. They got answer the call in reverse, and they don't want to fight either. So for some reason, it's almost like they kind of stood back because they didn't want to fight. And I feel if it's coming from a place of heart and you say, look, this is X, Y, and Z, while I've been relating to it this way, I kind of see that on this occasion, they might be taken back a little bit because it's, you know, not the way potentially it's been to date. But this is where I feel it's going to get both parties back on track. Come through and see the extension if you wish to, and we'll dig deeper into this as well as what these areas are. Let's have a look. Thanks for joining YILDIZ Readings. If you do need to find the link for the Members Hub, it is directly below in the information box, or you can see above on the screen, it's on the main page. Now we have 3 tier levels, as well as on Fridays, we are live on the main platform. By clicking the bell, I automate posts for both the members and the main page, plus any additional information I feel you need. The website is been updated, and we do have a lot more content on it, as well as new products coming in 2022. If you do want to join webinars, we have the list, as well as the launch of the Age of Aquarius with the VIP list. For all my other media content, follow me live on the links below. Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, we all have it covered, and we have more content coming. See you during the week.